in all 7 of your Tour de France victories, did you ever take banned substances or blood dope?
Yes.
In your opinion, was it humanly possible to win the Tour de France without doping?
Celebrities usually walk onto talk shows with a very confident smile, but the moment a roast hits a weak spot, that expression instantly has to fight to stay composed in front of the.
I love it. Now, with that said, I saw you in London talking a couple weeks ago on TV, and you seemed a lot more excited about it than you do right now. Are you just exhausted?
No. I mean, I'm still very excited. The premiere was last night. It was an emotional night. It felt like the end of an era, but I'm not any less excited than I was a couple of weeks ago. Maybe I had a bit more energy. It's the morning.
You do seem a bit irritated. Perhaps it's just us. I think it probably is us.
Yeah.
Well, then on that note...
We figured as much.
We'll let you go then. How about that?
All right.
We'll let you go take a little nap, maybe get a Red Bull. How about that?
Cara Delevingne, thank you so much.
That's so funny. Let's tune in and see what you... Oh!
Was in a mood.
When...
Jeez Louise, everything
I thought she was being
sarcastic.
sarcastic on purpose. I thought I was trying to...
Tom Cruise is completely confident that he understands the history of psychiatry better than anyone else, until he sits down for a live interview with Matt Lauer, and an unexpected situation unfolds.
It's very impressive to listen to you, because clearly you've done the homework and you know the subject.
And you should. And you should do that also, because just knowing people who are on Ritalin isn't enough. You should be a little bit more responsible in knowing
I'm
really...
not prescribing Ritalin, Tom, and I'm not...
A few moments later.
And I know that psychiatry is a pseudoscience.
But Tom, she said that this particular thing helped her feel better, whether it was the antidepressant or going to a psychiatrist. Isn't that enough?
Matt, you have to understand this. There is no such thing as a chemical imbalance.
So
in a body.
postpartum depression to you is
Matt,
kind of a little psychological gobbledygook?
No, I did not say that.
I'm just asking, what would you call it?
Matt, that is the post. Now you're talking about two different things.
But that's what went on the antidepressant for.
But what happens, the antidepressant, all it does is mask the problem. There's ways of vitamins and through exercise and various things. I'm not saying that that isn't real. That's not what I'm saying. That's an alteration of what I'm saying. I'm saying that...
Another painfully awkward live TV moment, when Ellen DeGeneres finishes expressing her frustration, and Dakota Johnson responds bluntly in a way that freezes the entire studio.
You turned 30.
I did.
And how was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited. Last time I was on the show, you gave me a bunch of shit about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
Well, who doesn't want to be invited to a party?
Well, I didn't even know you liked me.
Yeah.
But I did invite you and you didn't come. So.
This time you invited me?
Yeah.
Are you sure? How do you know? I don't think so.
Ask everybody.
Was it? Oh yeah, I had that thing.
Thanks for being here tonight. Now, I have to talk to you about something. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard. I've recently been the victim of a scandal in the media, and there's been some very, very serious allegations made against me. And I want to get ahead of everything and address those rumors and assure you, my audience, that these accusations are not true.
Yo, it's the Biebs. They're doing carpool karaoke.
That is so funny.
Hey, Bieber. Justin Bieber. And James Corden.
That current video that you just saw has over 13 million views, which is more than some carpool karaokes, right? And it has caused somewhat of a media... We've also never once in the history of doing that bit ever used the carpool lane. There's not even a carpool lane on my way to work, and I just thought that we all knew this. And I'm sorry that you were so deep into the reality of roads. Now, look, I'm going to be completely transparent with you right now. Here is a list of every carpool karaoke where I've used a tow, and this is a list of every one where I was driving the car, okay? And I want to say right now to you, our audience, I am nothing if not a man of integrity.
A luxury post, a private jet, and Bow Wow pretending to be on a true celebrity-level flight, until a fan's photo is posted online and exposes the truth. Hilaria Baldwin once announced she would step away from social media after being swept into intense public backlash over questions surrounding her identity and background that she had built up over many years. Listen to her voice here.
Married life is really nice. You know, it feels different. It really feels different, but I didn't think it was going to be different, but it feels.
The problem is, when she later speaks in a new video, the noticeable change only intensifies public scrutiny even further.
So there's been some questions about where I'm born. I'm born in Boston. And then I spent some of my childhood in Boston, some of my childhood in Spain.
Everyone shows respect for the name Al Pacino, except Robin Williams, who shows no sign of intimidation in front of the legend. In an earlier cooking video, she also had an awkward moment right in front of a very familiar ingredient.
We have very few ingredients. We have tomatoes. We have, how do you say it? Cucumbers. We have red pepper. I am that person that if I've been speaking a lot of Spanish, I, tend to mix them. And if I'm speaking more English, or doing a lot of English, then I mix that. It's one of those things that's always been I've been a little insecure about over a different time. My name. So when I was growing up, and in this country, I would use the name Hillary, and in Spain, I would use the name Hilaria. And my family, like my parents, they call me Hilaria. My whole family call me Hilaria. And it was something that was always kind of like I see other people do it, and it always kind of bothered me that like neither name sounded good in the other language.
Andrew Garfield repeatedly dodged questions about Spider-Man: No Way Home, but after the film's release, audiences looked back in disbelief at what he had been doing in front of the media.
I want to, there's a photo going around on the internet of you and Tobey Maguire on the set of Spider-Man. The new Spider-Man movie. And I was like, wow,
I'm not sure about that.
What I'm telling you is, you're in the new Spider-Man, No Way Home. Congratulations.
Wait, what?
Yes, congratulations. You're gonna be in it, yeah. That's exciting, right?
I had no idea. If I heard about it, and I did see it, and it's a Photoshop.
Spider-Man, let's talk about that.
Okay.
You had to lie to so many people. How long did it take to make the movie? It was like a couple of years, right? How many years did you lie to people?
That is an unfair framing. I lied for a good 2 years, and I lied to the internet for 2 years, and it felt great.
Who knew, besides your agent, who knew that you were doing this? I mean, how hard is that to keep it to, it's your family knew?
Yeah, my brother.
Okay.
And my mother at the time, and yeah, just kind of us.
Dakota Johnson once showed off a kitchen filled with limes during a house tour, but when revisited on Jimmy Fallon's show, the story behind it turned out to be completely different.
I love cooking. I cook a lot and I bake a lot. I love limes. I love them. They're great. I love them so much, and I like to present them like this in my house.
First things first, last March, you gave a tour to Architectural Digest, and the internet loved it. I loved it too. It was just, people were fascinated with your green kitchen and your love of limes. During the tour, you very clearly state that you love.
I actually didn't even know that they were in there. I was giving the tour and went into the kitchen, and it was set dressing. I'm allergic to limes.
Oh my, stop it now.
Yeah, I'm mildly allergic to limes and honeydew melon. So another green thing from the outside.
You're good with the honeydew melon.
Oh no, and the inside.
But limes do the same thing?
Kind of. Limes make my tongue itch too, yeah.
Really? That's so bizarre. I mean, you had a lot of, so it was just set dressing and it looked pretty, and then you're like, yeah, I love limes. You're just talking, going with the flow.
Yeah, because it was hard to just ignore them. So I just lied. Just lied. I went the full opposite direction.
Unbelievable. I'm glad you came clean, man.
Kylie Jenner once led people to believe that her lip transformation was purely makeup. But the more she was questioned, the harder that narrative became to maintain.
When we asked our Remix readers what they wanted to know from Kylie, is they just said she has the most amazing lips. Tell us her secret. How does she get these?
Kylie decided to plump her lips, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think if you've done something, though, it is right to cop to it. If you avoid a question, you're gonna look.
I have temporary lip fillers. It's just an insecurity of mine, and it's what I wanted to do. I'm just not ready to talk to reporters about my lips yet because everyone always picks us apart. Well, the color. Everyone thinks I use like one certain color. So I use like 6 different colors. I'm not ever gonna deny or confirm anything because it's too much.
They're all here to trip us up, so it's good you're just doing your thing. Just be aware.
In an interview with ABC News, Jussie Smollett recounts the night of the alleged attack, trying to hold his version of events firmly in the public eye.
What happened that night, Jussie?
When I landed in Chicago, and Frank Gatson, who's like my uncle, heard, as I was crossing the intersection, I heard Empire. I don't answer to Empire. My name ain't Empire. And I didn't answer. I kept walking, and then I heard Empire. So I turned around and I said, "Did you just say to me?" And I see the attacker masked, and he said, "This MAGA country," punches me right in the face. So I punched his ass back. And then we started tussling. You know, it was very icy, and we ended up tussling by the stairs. Fighting. There was a second person involved who was kicking me in my back.
But later, the story takes a more serious turn as real-world evidence begins to come to light.
A law enforcement official telling ABC News 2 men questioned by police claim Smollett paid them.
This morning, actor Jussie Smollett is in an Illinois jail cell, 150 days behind bars after being found guilty of lying to authorities. In a bizarre outburst after receiving his sentence, Smollett continued to claim his innocence, suggesting he could be killed in jail.
I am not suicidal. Okay? I am not suicidal. I am innocent.
A performance at Lake Compounce initially runs smoothly, with Rob and Fab maintaining their familiar image until the sound system suddenly fails in the middle of the song.
Girl, I'm just in love, girl. And this is true. Girl, you know this, 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 girl, you know.
When the truth about the real vocals is revealed, Rob and Fab step into the 1990 press conference, where a historic and unprecedented decision is announced, leading to the complete collapse of the name Milli Vanilli.
Phone calls, enormous rumors that you don't sing on the record. You have to lip sync in front of 500 million people. Right, if you don't lip sync right, it's like oil on a fire. So we freaked out.
Who told you this?
The record company and the producer.
Thank you.
For Fab Morvan, the fall did not only take away fame, but also the chance to be seen as a human being behind the scandal. Milli Vanilli closes as a harsh lesson that once fame is built on illusion, the truth doesn't just expose it, it destroys it.
To lose everything so publicly was harsh. You don't know where to turn to because there's no body around you. You're left alone. We were famous and now we're infamous, just like that. The years after the scandal broke, it was a difficult time because I was trying to rehabilitate myself to... When I heard the news of Rob's death, everything went blank at that moment. Silence. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't move. I was paralyzed. It was like losing a part of myself. And in order to honor him and for myself, I said that I vowed that I would do my thing. And I would make sure that the name Milli Vanilli itself means when you fall, you stand back up and you move on.